What's up, you guys? That was a beautiful song. Yes, it was. You liked it. Hit the like button. Already asking right at the start. Well, welcome back, you guys. It's Nate here on the Nate W. Fox channel, where we do everything retro, but we also play modern games, and we also look at tech. We've been a little bit behind on tech. We're going to get back into it. So we're not doing that in today's video. Today's video, we're looking at one of my favorite retro stores in Washington and that I've ever been to so far. Now, if you're not in Washington, that's okay, because they also have an online store that ships everywhere. So let's get into this. Now, whether you're looking for rare games, classic games, Xbox, Switch, Genesis, whatever you're looking for, Double Jump probably has it. They're probably low on stock though, because these guys do such a good job. Now, one of the reasons why I like going there is you can tell these people care, and they put like they want to preserve and celebrate retro gaming all the time. So now, what is Double Jump? Well, Double Jump is owned by Sick Cooper. I don't think that's his real name. I know his name's Cooper. The Sick comes from somewhere else. I've been watching his YouTube channel. I've been watching Double Jump for a while. He has a personal channel as well. Posts all of his collection on there, and man, he has the most insane collection I've ever seen. What's really cool is Double Jump has two YouTube channels. They have just the Double Jump video games, and then they have the extras channel. So if you ever look and you want to watch the trade-ins, they do that. They film like everything that's came in that day or that week. Now, the cool thing about that is if you see something you like, you can go on their website and pick it up. I've done that a couple times, like, oh man, that's part of that collection. I go and grab it, pick it up. Super awesome, man. Cooper's known pretty well in the community. He is a huge collector. When he goes to PRGE and all those gaming expos and stuff like that, he's pretty well known there, so that's super awesome. Now let's go to an in-person tour. This is the first time I've ever been there, and the only time. I live pretty far. I'm from the Seattle area, so it takes about 3 hours to get down to Vancouver, Washington. That's where this is located. Not Vancouver, but British Columbia. Remember that. Not Vancouver, Canada. Down in the south, pretty close to Oregon. It's like 10 minutes from Portland. Now, to start off, they got some really cool Gachapon machines in there. They're just vending machines from Japan. But one thing that I got from them was 4 DS games and 2 Game Boy Advance games. Now, they weren't anything blow you away, but you do have to pay $5 for the coin. Each game I got, not each game, but the whole lot, the 2 and the 5 games for DS, they were all worth a couple bucks over the $5 I paid, so makes it worth it. What's really cool is I found this collector's edition of Kingdom Hearts 3, and I love Kingdom Hearts, and for $20 I could not pass up on this Kingdom Hearts 3. It's going around that about $22 on eBay right now, so that's super cool. I didn't have to pay shipping, and I got it for a little bit cheaper. That's always the thing with Double Jump. Their prices are spot on. Sometimes they're a little bit off, but you got to give leeway to stores a little bit, because one, usually there's only a few employees. Double Jump has quite a few, like 4 or 5, and that's super awesome. But some stores don't, and these prices fluctuate like the stock market, right? They're just going up and down all day. I mean, Tuesday it could be 14, the next day it could be 8, right? So you got to give a little bit of leeway sometimes, and price charting is like the median, right? So it went for more than that, and some games went for less. So you got to take that into consideration when you're looking at retro stores and stuff like that. Here is the Nintendo 64 cabinet. From what I understand, I went just after Black Friday. Well, not just after, but just after Christmas and stuff. So I know Black Friday, they wiped out of N64. Somebody bought a lot of N64 games because they were having a sale. And so they're rebuilding it up. So it maybe look a little empty, but they had some good games in there still. There's like Quake 2 and Hexen, and I know those aren't blow you away games, but there was even a gold card of Majora's Mask in there. So that's really cool. Then they even have a Japanese section of N64. Super awesome. I don't collect Japanese, but if you ever wanted to, you would need something. I don't think N64 is region free. When you look around this store, you see some of the coolest memorabilia. There's the ghost from Ghostbusters, E.T., the we should know about the Naboo, that guy from Star Wars. We should know about Naboo. And a gremlin. Look at that. I paused it on here because I only recorded for a few seconds, but there's lots of cool posters. One thing I know soon, I think this year there's some stuff like some zoning problems going on, but he's gonna get a new store. It's gonna be bigger, and they're not getting a second location. They're moving from here to that one, so I'm super excited to go check that out. Hopefully it opens on a weekend where I can go, because that'd be really cool. I imagine it's gonna be a weekend. Maybe it'll open on a Thursday. Taking that day off, I can tell you that much. That just shows you how much I like this store, the fact that I'm willing to take a day off to go to the grand opening. Let's get into more of it. This is their console section. Man, look at all those consoles. They got a Zelda Wii U and a blue PS3. That's insane. And then we got Sega Saturn here. That's a lot of Sega Saturn. Really good Genesis games. I wanted to pick up that Gargoyles game. Look at all those Genesis. There's a lot of Genesis. I did not know that. There's Sunset Riders, a $109 game. Just the $324 game. I didn't see that. Wow. What a collection there. Here are some of the collector's editions that were sitting up top, like Tron Legacy. I didn't see that. There were some cool Jack ones. I did. Yeah, those books that say Naughty Dog right there. That's Jack 2 and 3. There was God of War, Shenmue 3. Oh my gosh. I really wanted to pick up those Jack ones, but when I looked at the price, I was like, whoop, I'm putting those back. And that's how much they go for. So it's not double jump, it's just the market. You know, I don't like the PlayStation that much. That store is one of the most welcoming when you walk in. There's a lot of retro stores I go to. Okay, I just did the retro trip in this video right here, where I went to 30 stores. A lot of them were half price books, but I had to have some filler in there to be able to drive and do that. I tried to do that one day, didn't go so well. But yeah, a lot of those retro stores you go into, they're kind of like, some of the employees are even jerks. Not a double jump, but I'm saying at some retro stores, they're just kind of like, well, I'm here, man. It's just my job. I get paid minimum wage. But when you walk in a double jump, there's conversations always happening with the employees and customers. When I was in there, there was quite a few customers, maybe 10 in there. And every time I was walking around, Bobby, one of my favorite guys, big bearded guy. I only know their names because I watched the YouTube channel like crazy. He was opening one cabinet and I was staring at another one before he walked away. He's like, "You want anything out of here?" I was like, "No, but I want out of this one." And I wanted to be like, "Oh, thank you, Bobby." And him be like, "What? How do you know my name?" It's got to be the weirdest thing for them. But maybe next time I'll do that. Now, for the online store, I'm going to just go there and show you guys. There's a couple caveats to their online store. There are times where you pick some things up and they're just not available. Now, I haven't had that problem, but I've seen it on his own YouTube channel, which is amazing that somebody's brave enough to put on there like, man, somebody ordered this. We weren't able to fulfill it because our system's kind of jacked up. And I know they're working on fixing that. They're switching systems here soon, so not a fault of theirs. So I'm going to go onto their website and kind of show you guys. The other problem I have with the website is sometimes it's a little janky. Like it's a little slow, so we'll see if they fix any of that kind of stuff. But let's take a look. They also sell movies, which is really cool, and they do pre-orders. Lots of pre-orders you could do through them. Last year they did for Legend of Zelda. I can't remember the name of that one. It's the one where you play as Zelda herself. They did like a special art cover and stuff, so that's pretty cool. And they also do some console sales on the website. When you listen to their YouTube channel and watch it, more than listen, but when you watch a YouTube channel, he explains very well why he does that. Like, you can't go into a retro store and not be able to pick up a console that's like you have to be. So it seems like if they have an overabundance of consoles, they'll put them on the website, and that helps them, get more sales and stuff like that. So sometimes you won't see consoles on here. But yeah, let's see what's available to pre-order. But this is kind of what I'm talking about. Like, I'm impatient, and this is taking a while to go through. That might be on my end. Maybe that's me, but it does this on my phone as well. All right, I was able to get the games to show up, and consoles is up too. And I wanted to show you some of the merchandise because I think they got a pretty good mascot. That's this guy right here. They call him DJ, which is awesome. I love the fox. But they have new factory seal games. They have old factory seal games, which is really cool. Obviously, got to have accessories. I think this is the Nintendo section that I selected. So this is just like everything Nintendo on the left side over here. You can like select different stuff. Big Super Nintendo guy. So let's look at what they got for Super Nintendo. There we go. Oh, Japanese game. Doraemon. I think that's how you say that. I know that he doesn't have pictures for everything. It's probably because those games go in and out so fast. Plus, there's thousands of games, so it's got to take forever to get pictures up. But I do like is he does have, you know, pictures of the accessories up. Just tons of stuff. Oh, Batman Returns, $24. And what when you go in there, what I like about Double Jump is they care very much about you knowing what kind of condition you're getting. And I want to explain a few things. You see this grade right here, it says good. That means that this is a very good cart, and it says game/item only, no original packing. So there's no box. It's just the cartridge. And I'll tell you this, if Double Jump says it's good, that means that thing is like really pristine, because if they have even the smallest little nicks or little fades to it, they'll mark it like good or fair, or most time fair. That's what I like. You can see and trust that they do a very good job about grading, and they're always more on the harsh side. So if you're getting one that says fair, it's probably not in the worst condition, to be honest. Even when they do videos on their YouTube channel, when Cooper picks up games and he looks at them, he's like, oh, this one's a fair one. Maybe we won't give him that one. And he looks at it and he's like, why is this one fair? And he looks and he's like, oh, there's a little rip right there, just in the corner of the game. And you know, most people like me, I don't really care, whatever. But that's always something you can trust them. They actually have a lot more consoles on here than they normally do. So like you saw the Legend of Zelda Wind Waker on there, and that's $324. And in here it'll tell you again whether the games are included, all that kind of stuff when you click on them. There's this Hylian Shield one, and this one right here is factory sealed new 2DS. It's $900. I want it, but I don't want to spend that much. It's one of the most rare Nintendo DSs you can find. Super CD-ROM, that's crazy, $500. And then we got some Double Jump merch in here. They sell N64 port covers because those always go missing, so it's a good thing. But I like these t-shirts, like this Godzilla one, and what's Mario, and then there's just DJ as his normal self. This one here is crazy too, this like tongue sticking out guy. There's stickers and DJ Pika sleeves. That's for Pokemon cards. That's pretty cool. 50 pack for $3. I like it. All right, let's get back into some of these games. Can't spend too much more time on this website because I'm going to start spending money. So let's get into talking about why it's my favorite. Okay, look, their prices are amazing. Their care and their passion for it is very, very high level. When I went there, everybody was extremely welcoming and really knowledgeable. When you're asking questions and stuff like that, they usually had the answer. And one, I heard, so a customer and somebody were talking, one of the employees were talking, and then Cooper's in the back, and he comes out and he like starts adding on to it, onto the game they were asking about. So it's really, really cool. It's just one of those things where you just feel good about buying from them. All right, here's the number one reason, absolute number, over everything else. These stickers. Okay, this isn't on the game. That's the other thing. Cooper knows collectors, right? He doesn't stick the stickers on the cartridges. Sometimes, I think on the N64 one, some of them were. But I'll tell you this, look at this. This is how it comes off of everything. Every single thing I bought from them has come off just like that. Super clean, super easy. I don't know where he gets these from, but every game store needs to ask, where do you get these stickers? Because man, oh man, I love it, dude. I bought a Genesis box. Let me grab it. I bought this from Double Jump at PRGE, and let me tell you, there was a sticker here in the corner, and this box is rough, okay? It is really rough. seen its days. I kind of like it. Gives it some character. Okay, this is my kind of collection. This is the first box console I ever bought. It did come with a console, and they had it for $80. Okay, that's normally what the console goes by itself, but this doesn't have the game, and it's not like everything's not in there. So you can tell they discounted it. That's what I mean. Prices are on point. And I opened this, and the console was like immaculate. Okay, I was like, this looks brand new out of the box. There's tons of all the manuals and stuff are in here. Super cool. Advertisements, posters, which I love. They might end up getting framed and put around the room somewhere. And why did I grab this? Well, like I said, had a sticker on it, and absolutely nothing happened to the box. It came right off, didn't leave any stickiness, didn't leave nothing, man. That's why I love Double Jump. That sticker, man. So if you've ever been there or bought online, make sure to leave a comment in the comment section down below. It would be really helpful. Also, hit the like button and subscribe button because we do cool stuff around here, okay? We play video games, we do all the kinds of stuff with tech and all that, blah. One last little cool thing that they do on their website. Let's take a look. All right, one of the coolest things that Double Jump does is a mystery box. Now, there's always some risk in buying a mystery box. Cooper doesn't know what you got. Okay, so you got to give some leeway when you're doing these things. I've seen tons and tons of YouTubers buy these boxes, usually a couple $100, and they are always the ones I've seen. I think I've watched like maybe 3 or 4. I said tons and tons, but I've watched maybe 3 or 4, and everyone's always like, that was a pretty good box. And he films them on the YouTube channel. So like, you get to see what other people are getting, right? His thought process as he's pulling those boxes, and you're like, okay, I trust that. I trust what he's doing. I want to get one day. I don't have a big PS2 collection. It's like, I don't know, maybe 10 games. So I kind of want to get that, and probably be a pretty low risk if I put in there like, hey, I got some common games. Things like that. Keep away. Now you see the prices. It goes 50, 100, and then 500. Here's the thing. If you just add to the cart like $100 twice and a 50, that'd be a $250 box. And from what I've seen, ranging from the more expensive you go, it seems like he packs more into the box, like you get more value. But so I've seen most of them on the channel, you see around $100 to $200, and usually about 10 to 15, maybe $20 over value. So if someone spent $250, they're going to get $270 worth of value, which is really cool. And the thought process that Cooper does when he's picking these is just like, it's just super good. He's, well, they said this because you leave a lot of notes, right? The better notes you leave for him, the better they're going to pull those games for you. And he always tries to think of those things. And there's been times where he's reached out and tried to get some clarity around some things. So just excellent customer service. Bam! That is why Double Jump is the best. All right, guys, I'll catch you in the next one, okay? I love you. Bye-bye.